Lesson 48. In this lesson, we learn yet another conjunction, and that's the word said. In previous lessons, we've already seen how the word et can be used to join together two parts of a sentence. And with the word said, we're going to see even more of that. We're going to see sentences that are in two parts, and each of those two parts of the sentence is being joined together into one sentence by the word said. So as I say here in the text, when you see the word said, think of the word said as dividing the sentence into two parts and try to translate each of those two parts individually, and that will make it easier for you. And I think you'll get used to this after we try a few exercises. So let's look at the exercises now. In number 1, we see the word said. So first let's try to translate the things that come before said. And there we see agricola sum. That means I am a farmer. Now let's translate the things that come after said, and that's skafas amo. So that means I love boats. So now if we put it all together, translating the word said as but, number 1 will read like this. I am a farmer, but I love boats. So you see, the word said is a conjunction just like the word et. So now you know two conjunctions instead of one. Let's move on now to exercise 2. Again, we see the word said here in the middle of the sentence. So let's tackle the first part of the sentence and then the second part of the sentence, and then we'll put it all together. Femina pecuniam portat. Portat is our verb, and that means he, she, or it carries. Femina is the subject, and pecuniam is the direct object. So the woman is carrying money. And then in the second part of the sentence, we see puellae aquam portant. Puellae is our subject, portant is the verb, aquam is the direct object. So the girls are carrying water. So if we put it all together, number 2 says this. The woman is carrying money, but the girls are carrying water. In number 3, we see the word said yet again. So let's do the same thing we've done previously and translate each part of the sentence first before putting it all together. The part of the sentence that comes before said says nauta sum, and that means I am a sailor. Then the second part says skafas non amo. Non amo means I do not like or I do not love, and skafas is the direct object. So skafas non amo means I do not like boats. So the second part of the sentence will say I do not like boats or I do not love boats. Probably I do not like boats is the best way to translate. So number 3, taken as a whole, will say this. I am a sailor, but I do not like boats. In number 4, the structure of the sentence is very simple. Subject, verb, predicate. The farmer is a poet. In number 5, amat is our verb. So that will mean he, she, or it likes, or he, she, or it loves, and it's being negated by known. Agricola is the subject, and silwam is the direct object. So number 5 will say, the sailor does not like the forest, or the sailor does not love the forest. And as you can see, the best way to translate it is with the word like. That sounds much better. So the best way to translate number 5 is, the farmer does not like the forest. In number 6, spectant is our verb, and we do need the they that's included in spectant because there's no other word to be the subject. And skafas is the direct object, so they are watching the boats. In number 7, portant is the verb, and that means they are carrying, but we don't need the word they because puellae is the subject. Aquam is the direct object, and numquam, which means never, is our adverb. So number 7 says, the girls never carry water. In number 8, amat is our verb, nauta is the subject, and silwam is the direct object. In the context of this sentence, love is the best way to translate the word amat, so we'll translate number 8 like this. The sailor loves the forest. In number 9, numeramus is our verb, and that means we are counting or we count, and stellos is the direct object. So number 9 says, we are counting the stars. In number 10, S means you are. It's being negated by non, and agricola is the predicate. So you are not a farmer.